Welcome to LaTricia Creates. I am LaTricia. In today's video, we're going to create print then cut bookmarks using our Cricut machine. Let's take a look at the materials for this project. For this project, I'm going to use 110-pound cardstock, my green standard grip Cricut mat, my Brayer tool, my Cricut Maker. I'm going to use some embroidery floss, an inkjet printer, and a design. You ready? Let's make it. The first thing we're going to do is head over to Cricut Design Space to create our design. I'm in Cricut Design Space. I'm ready to start my project. I'm going to go to the top right, click on New Project. That's going to take us to the canvas. From the canvas, I'm going to go down to the bottom left, click on Upload. I'm going to go up here to the top where it says Pattern Fill, click on Pattern Fill. Go down here, click on Upload Pattern. I have the pattern saved to my desktop. I'm going to drag it in. I'm going to go down to the bottom right, click on Upload. Cricut Design Space has been pretty glitchy today. I've been trying to upload patterns all day and I keep getting this message, Pattern Fill Not Saved. But when I go to my pattern fill, the designs are already in there. In fact, some of them are in there multiple times because it keeps telling me that. So I'm going to ignore that and click on Cancel. That's going to take me back to the canvas. From here, I'm going to go to Shapes, click on Shapes. I'm going to go to this rounded square, click on the rounded square. I want my bookmark to be 2 by 6, so I'm going to go up here to the lock. I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to change the height to 6 inches. Now I'm going to go to Operation. I'm going to change the operation from Basic Cut to Print Then Cut. I'm going to go to the color square, click on the color square. I'm going to change the print type from color to pattern. Click on Pattern. And here my pattern is right here, so I'm going to click on this pattern and that's going to fill it. I don't really like how it looks here, so I'm going to go here to Edit Pattern and I'm going to change the scale. So I'm going to go to this dot here with the circle and I'm going to move it until it's just how I like it, which I think that looks good right there. Besides scaling it, we can also go here to horizontal and move it over. If you don't like the placement of it, you can move it over. My placement was fine. I'm just wanting to show you the options here. The same thing with vertical. You can move it up and down as well. You can also rotate it and flip it horizontally or flip it vertically. This looks good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that. I'm going to X out of it here, and there we have the pattern fill bookmark. I'm going to make 4 bookmarks because a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock with a Cricut Print Then Cut will hold 4 bookmarks, so I want to get the most out of my cardstock. What I want to do now is I'm going to go to Images and I'm going to find some bookmark images that already exist. So I'm going to go to Search and I'm going to type in the term bookmark and look for some bookmarks. I like this one, so I'm going to take this one, add it to the canvas. Let me go back over there and grab 1 or 2 different shapes to add as well. So I'm going to go back to Images. I'm going to scroll down, see what other options there are. I think I like this one, and Let's see, what else do we have here? And I think I'll go with this one. Now I'm going to go back to add to canvas. Now I have all of the bookmarks here. What I want to do now is resize them. I want all of them to be 2 by 6. Since this is going in the different direction, the width is going to be 6 and the height is going to be 2. Let me go ahead and unlock that. Same here, I'm going to unlock it, change it to 2 by 6. And this one, I'm going to do the same thing. Unlock it, change it to 2 by 6. Now I have all of the sizes that I want. I'm going to go back into my operations. I'm going to change it from basic cut to print then cut again. I'm going to click on the color square, change it from color to pattern. I'm going to find the pattern that I want to use. I want this one here. And I think I want to move the butterflies over closer to the center. So I'm going to edit that. So I'm going to go to edit pattern, just like I did before, and I'm going to change the scale. Well, actually, I didn't really need to change the scale. All I wanted to do really was move the pattern over some. So I'm going to move it horizontally. That looks good. I'm going to also move it vertically. I want to move it down some. I think I like that. So that looks good. I'm going to exit out of that. Now, for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text. I'm going to create the word paused. I'm going to use all capital letters and write out the word pause. I'm going to go to the top where the font is and change the font. I want a different font. Oops. Let me move this. I have entirely too much going on here. I'm going to change the font. I want to use a font called ZP Urban Myth. That's a system font, so I'm going to click here to system and I'm going to search for ZP Urban Myth. Here it is. I think I'm going to use bold. Okay, that looks good to me. In fact, what I'm going to do, since this one is already horizontal, I'm just going to use this bookmark and put it here. What I want to do now is the same thing. I'm going to change the operation from basic cut to print then cut. I'm going to change the color square from color to pattern. I'm going to find the pattern that I want to use, which is this right here. I want to edit the pattern. I want to make it bigger, so I'm going to change the scale. Okay, I think I like that. I don't really like that. No, I don't really like that. Let me go back and find a different pattern. Let me try this pattern. Change the scale of it. Okay, I like that. Okay, now what I want to do is make sure that it is centered. So I'm going to go to the alignment tool here and I'm going to center it. Now I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to attach them and flatten them. Now this one is ready to be printed. I have one left to go. This last one, I think what I want to do with this last one is I want to go here to phrases and see if I can find some type of reading phrase. So I'm going to search here for reading. I think I like this sentiment here. Reading is dreaming with your eyes open. Let me keep looking to see if I see something else. I like this one, books because reality is overrated. I think I'm going to grab that one and add it to my canvas. Let me reduce the size here. I have this so big. Now what I want to do with this is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the operations. I'm going to change it to print then cut. I'm going to change the color square to pattern and find a pattern that I like. And let's see here. How about this? Let's see how this looks. Okay, I like that. Now I'm going to reduce the size of it. I think I like that. I'm going to change the color of the bookmark to white to be able to really see the design. Now I'm going to, I'm going to center these two. So I'm going to grab both of these. I'm going to hit my shift key and grab this one. So now I have both of them. If you look over here, you can see in the layers panel that I have both of these layers. I'm going to go to align. I'm going to center horizontally. Hey, it's already centered. Pretty good eye. Now I'm going to attach them and flatten them. Now they're all ready to print. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to the top right, click on Make It. And all 4 of my bookmarks are here. Now what I want to do is click on Continue and send to printer. From the printer, I'm going to leave the bleed on and I'm going to change the printer. I don't want to use this printer. I want to use my Epson Workforce 3640 series. I'm going to turn on the system dialog box and click print. I'm using 110-pound cardstock, and what I've determined from using this printer, in order to print 110-pound cardstock, I need to use premium presentation mat. So I'm going to find the correct printer, which is the Workforce 3640. I'm going to go to Preferences. I'm going to change the paper type to Premium Presentation Mat. I'm going to leave the quality as standard, and I'm going to change the paper source from auto select to rear paper feed slot. Now it's all ready. I'm going to press OK, and I'm going to press print. Now I'm going to head over to my printer, load the paper, and print up the design. I'm at the printer. The printer is telling me to load a single sheet of paper into the rear paper feeder, so that's what I'm going to do. The print is complete. This is what it looks like. Now I'm ready to go and cut it out on the Cricut. Now it's time to set the material. I'm going to go over here to browse all materials, and I'm going to use poster board. So I'm going to search for poster board. I'm going to click on poster board and done. I'm going to use the default pressure. I already have my fine point blade loaded in the Cricut machine. Now I'm going to load the cardstock onto the mat and load the mat into the Cricut Maker and cut out the bookmarks. I'm back at the craft table. I'm ready to load the bookmarks onto the mat. Now I'm going to load the mat into the machine. And press the Cricut button to go. They're all finished. Now I'm going to remove the bookmarks from the mat. They cut out beautifully. Here's what they look like. They are very pretty. Normally when I make a bookmark, I don't make my holes this big. I do like smaller holes, kind of like this, but we'll work with this. Now what I'm going to do with these two is I'm going to add some embroidery floss. I've cut my embroidery floss. I have this maroon burgundy color and this purple ombre. I'm going to use the purple ombre on the white bookmark. And what I'm going to do is just fold it in half. Slide it through this hole. Bring it up like so. And I'm going to take some of the strands apart. I'm going to do the same thing for this one with the butterflies. Here we have it, our 4 bookmarks made with Cricut pattern fill and print then cut. Here's a closer look at the final project. I think they came out really nice. I really like the stained glass one, and the butterfly garden is beautiful as well. In fact, they all are nice. Let me know in the comments below which one you like best. I hope you're able to make some as well. There's a couple of things that I just want to point out. One is that you don't have to use embroidery floss. You can use tassels, you can use ribbon, twine, yarn, beads, you name it, you can probably use it. Also, if you want a more glossy sheen to the bookmarks, you can add laminate, or you could add adhesive vinyl, the clear adhesive vinyl. I think using those things may even preserve the life of the bookmark, especially if you have a lower weight cardstock. But I'm satisfied with mine just the way they are. I think they are very beautiful and they're going to last a long time. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like my content and you want to see more content from me, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep creating.